Hello everyone. So today I thought I'll make a tier list video. I've been planning this for this weekend. Been organizing how to make it and things like that. Yeah, so I thought I'll make one so that way give people a bit of insight on what heroes to use. So this video will be very helpful for people that are sort of starting in the game and looking to find out what heroes to build, because what you spend your gems on and your resources on is extremely important, especially if you're a free-to-play player or a low-spending player. So I hope this list helps you a lot. Let's get started. So first up we have Celine. So she's one of my main primary heroes, and I would put her in the A tier. Because she's very good on offense. I still use her. Yeah, she's one of my primary heroes, and I use her quite a bit. So, and I use her mainly against some other Angel Scions. Also against some of the other Scions as well. The ones with the Orc Hunter, not the Orc Hunter, the Kazi at the front center. And I know the reason I put her in A instead of B as well is because lots of top players, or some top players, can use Celine with heaps of voodoos against allies as well. So I'd say A suits her well. Next we have fucking Ellie, and I would put her. I would say she can go in the S plus tier, only because she's amazingly good on defense, and she can get a lot of RNG wins for you on defense as well. And she can, only hero that really does extremely well against her is probably Jin and Harrison, and also maybe Sion as well to a limited degree. And yeah, so I've also seen lots of YouTube videos of people fighting Ali and all the headaches it causes them, and I just think, fucking hell. Yeah, so she definitely goes in the S plus. And yeah, I reckon she's probably the best defensive hero to have. She'll get you lots of RNG wins. The next we have Davison. He's my main primary hero. I'm gonna put him in S. Yeah, he's fantastic. I like him, using him a lot. Only downside is he's not very good against Ali, and which is the most used defensive hero in the game. Like even I think my neighbor's pet dog uses Ali on defense as well. Yeah, so Davison, I use him really. He works really well against most Harrisons. Also against most Siondeox, and works well against all Jins. And also I use him against Celines as well. And also some Chiones. But that needs a bit of work still. And he's fantastic on defense as well. So I reckon he's a very good hero and very tough to kill, and he's very useful in hero trials too. Next we have Chion, or Kion, however you want to pronounce it. She could go at A. I don't have her, so I can't give you the best opinion on it of her. So I'll probably put her in B. So I know even at a lower level, maybe like 16, with a weaker army, she can still beat Celine's. So that's really helpful. And with the right army, she can be good against Davison as well, which is very weak against Ali, Harrison, Yeah, so she's not the best hero to have on defense. So on defense, she can lose against what's her name? Yeah, the Allies, um, Davison, Harrison, Jin. Yeah, so not the best hero to have on defense, but can be used in certain situations on offense in the arena. And she's fantastic in hero trials. I know a lot of the top players I see use her in hero trials. Next we have Sharon. So I would put him. I don't have much experience with him, so I'll probably put him in C. Oh, C, not D. Only because I don't have much experience with him, and he can be used in hero trials. I know lots of people recommend him there. Yeah, so my knowledge there is limited. Next we have Siondiok. She's definitely in the S tier. One of the best offensive heroes in the game. If you have the right troops, you can beat allies pretty comfortably with her as well, and also most Davisons. So, and she's fantastic in hero trials as well. Yes, overall, very good hero, very good all-round hero. And if you're building someone up, I highly recommend it. Next, we have Jin. Jin is an absolute monster of the game, and probably the S plus. Actually, definitely the S plus. The number one offensive hero in the arena, most used as well, and the list goes on for his uses. So he can use him against every single hero. The only hero he really struggles against is probably Davison, and even then, you can make certain forms with him if you have the right troops to beat Davison too. So he's just a monster on offense. Pretty decent on defense too. Struggles against Davison if he's on defense. If you had to choose one hero, I recommend going with Jin first, because you can use him to level up as well, because you get the bonus coins. Because when he's at the high levels, you can get an extra, was it 13? Goes up to 13, extra 13 coins. So that's ridiculously good. So I'd recommend him, and also you need him in for leveling up, and also hero trials is fantastic for that too. And on top of that, also the honor hunting, all the honor hunting bosses. The best hero to use for them is Jin. So he's probably the best hero to have. If you had to pick one, I'd recommend picking Jin. And also another thing with Jin is his forms are not that hard to build. So you don't need those ridiculously high amounts of stone golem like you do with Ali. It's mainly a lot of, if you want to fight allies, you need a lot of ballistas. Also magic apprentices, ghost assassin, and things like that. So you don't really need to have so many legendary heroes to make him effective and use him a lot. Alright, so next we have Harrison. I'll put him in the S tier. He's unbelievably good hero. A lot of people use him on defense as well in the final hour on the final day, because the thing is his battles take longer, so people normally would avoid him. And you're probably one of the best heroes in the game, especially on offense as well, because you can use him to beat, I think you can use him to beat pretty much any hero, because you can make a form with him. The only downside is, to make a good Harrison form, you're gonna need, it's gonna take a while to build one, because you need lots of voodoos, lots of frost archers, pirate ships, and things like that, and like a ridiculous amount. So it's gonna take a while to build that. And in some forms, you might need a lot of tanks as well. So that's the only downside about Harrison. But yeah, like I'm building Harrison and Jin up next. I'm building them up at the moment, so looking forward to using them. I'm going to skip Kelvin's. Fucking epic heroes. I don't know much about Odin. Just from using him in the demo, I don't think he's that good. I'll just put him in the D tier. Yeah, I don't know much about him. Next we have Poseidon, the mighty Poseidon. My first legendary hero. Yeah, still one of my favorites. But yeah, not very useful at the moment. I've seen some good Poseidons, and I was playing around with it as well. And it has potential to beat Ali. So I was beating a couple of weaker allies in the clan battles. So, it's toss up between C and D. I reckon I'll put him in C, only because I'm seeing some really good ones in the arena. And I remember fighting some, and it took my Celine down to under 100 troops. I still won, but it got me down to under 100 troops, which I thought was crazy. And yes, I reckon I'll put him there. Next we have Zeus. Yeah, I'll put him in the C tier as well. I've seen some people use him on defense in the arena, but he's really good in hero trials. Yeah, so I probably might put him in C. Could go in D as well. I'll leave him there. We'll skip green. No, well, let's just put him in anyway. Yeah, let's put him in anyway. So I'll put them all, these ones in. Let's put Kelvin's in the E tier. Mosh in the F tier. And we'll put green in the E tier. And because I've all three are pretty good for. You know what? I'll put this here. Yeah, all three are pretty okay for hero trials. Green probably more than the other two, so I'll put him there. Ivan. Yeah, unfortunately he's not very good anymore. Yeah, I don't have it. I've got him on level 15. He's pretty useless, but I don't know what it'll be like on level 17. But from reports, it's not very good. So I reckon I'll put him in the E tier. Next we have Arthur. Arthur. Can be a tough one. He can go in A or B. So I'll put him in A. For me, it'll be in B. But if you have a good formation, you could get away with an A in the A class, A tier hero. Because I know with the right troops, he can be very useful against Harrison, and also it's going to be useful against Celine, and also with the right troops, even against some allies. So I used him against Ali, but I think I need way more brawlers and much more different kinds of troops to beat allies consistently. Yeah, so that's why I'll probably put him in A tier, and also he's fantastic for hero trials, especially if you've got him paired up with a Davison and Harrison as well. All those, because he heals all the human troops. So I reckon he'll be good there. Next we have Freya. I don't know much about her. Freya. She can go either A or B. Yeah, I don't know much about her. I reckon I'll put her in. She can go in A. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I'll put her in B. Only because I don't know much about her. She's very good on defense. It took me a few tries to beat her, fighter form to beat her on with Davison in the arena, and I know she'll be really good. I know she's really good in hero trials as well. So it could be case given to her. She could easily be in A as well, but I'm only putting her in B because I don't know much about her, so my knowledge with her is limited. Next we have Dracula. He's a must-have. I'd say one of the best heroes for hero trials and the must-have for Infinity War. And I would put him in the A tier because he's fantastic for that. And Infinity War is extremely important. So, to have him at a high level, because Infinity War, that's where you get all the hero dust. So it's important to get high scores there. So it's very important, but he's really not that good in the arena. So that's why he gets A tier and not S. And yeah, so if you were choosing up a hero to level up and on the side, definitely level him up. Do not sell his shards. Now, next we have Drake. He's definitely not top tier hero. I reckon he can easily go in C or D. I reckon you could. Yeah, probably D. I have to put him in D. Only because he's very useful in, or not very useful, but he's useful in honor hunting. If you don't have a Jin, even Apollo does better than him in some cases too. So I'll put him at D. He's good in hero trials as well, if you don't have any of the other good heroes. So I reckon he's a solid D tier. Next we have Kraken. Now I don't know much about him. I don't really use Kraken. So the main heroes I use are Davison, Celine, and a bit of Arthur as well. And used to use Poseidon. And so I reckon I'll put him in the C tier, because I know he's really good for hero trials, and with the right troops, he can be fairly useful in the arena against certain heroes. So a case can be made for him for B or C, but I'll put him in C because I just don't use him as much. I don't really use him at all, actually. And next we have Hohenheim. Let's chuck him in there. I would actually chuck him in D. He is spectacular for farming because he gives you the extra coin, and probably my favorite rare hero. But when you get to level 8,000, it's very hard to win with him unless you've got like a decent army. So sometimes I have to skip 10 battles just to find someone to compete with him. But he's very good because you need that extra coin sometimes, especially if you're doing a lot of the wheels, like the wheel event. You get the double coins. You can use Hohenheim, get the extra plus 9 per kill, so it's 19 per kill instead of 10. So that's very handy. So I'd recommend keeping them. And then we have Apollo. That'll probably be D tier as well. It's pretty decent in hero trials, and he's okay against with Cyclops. I know I used to use him with Cyclops before I got Jin to level. Before I started leveling up Jin. And he did okay. He did better than Drake against Cyclops. And yeah, so put him in D. This is just a piece of shit. I don't even know why the devs made this hero. I tried him in the demo and he was absolutely useless. Now, same with this. I'm just going to put these here because they're pretty much useless everywhere. Maybe Nesta can go in E. Actually, maybe that's too harsh on Neza. So I know he can be used in hero trials. Yeah, that's probably it. So I'll put him in E. I don't know much about Tina. Yeah, let's put him in. Put her in. Yeah, hard to say. I don't think anyone's got her in high level. I'm just gonna ignore that one. And same with what's his name? The Grim Reaper. So that is my list there. This is just my opinion. So remember to take it with a grain of salt, as most of these heroes I don't have at level 17. So the main heroes I know most about are probably Davison, Celine, and also to a lesser extent Arthur in terms of usage in the arena. And also the rest is from what I've seen and observed from better players and more experienced players, and what heroes using on defense and other YouTube videos as well. And yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll also include some other players from my clan and giving their opinion as well. Awesome. Now we move on to another list. This is from Rob D from A41, one of my clan mates, and he finished in the top 1000 for the first time last season. So good on you, brother, being in the top 1000. That's great. Now in the S plus tier, he's got Ali. So he used it as a main defensive hero and good on offense as well. And it's a hero trial must. And Jin, he mentions it's great on offense, useful in hero trials, and it's a must-have for Manticore and also honor hunting. And also the drop coin bonus when doing the levels. And it's also got Dracula in there as well. So he mentions it's a hero trial must have, and also one and only for the Infinity Wars, which is very true. And in the S tier, he has Davison. He mentions it's great on defense and very good on offense, and it's also great on hero trials, and also fantastic for levels when you're leveling up to level 8000. And next he's got Seondyok in the S tier as well. And he mentions she's great on offense and also fantastic for hero trials. And the other heroes he's got in the S level or S tier is Harrison and Celine. Now in the A tier, he has Cheon or Keon, however you want to pronounce it. And he mentions that she's situationally dominant in the arena. And he's also got Freya and Arthur. And he also has Zeus. And he mentions that he's great in hero trials. Zeus, that is. Next, in the B tier, he's got Poseidon. He mentions hopefully it could buff into dominance again. To be honest, I hope so too, because he's one of my favorites. Now, Kraken he's got in the B tier as well. Now, moving on to the C tier, Rob has Drake. So Drake can be used in the hero trial, and it's also got Sharon, Odin, and also Ivan. Regarding Ivan, he mentions it could buff into dominance again. Who knows? Maybe. Could be interesting. And then in the D tier, he's got Apollo, and he mentions he's decent in hero trials. And then in the E tier, he's got Horus, Neza, and Wukong. He mentions Wukong's pretty good in the trading hall. And yeah, so that's his list. Alright, now moving on to BoneStorm, also part of A41. Now I'm just going to read his list verbatim. He's given me some notes here. So in the S+, he's got Ali, the most used hero in the game, and for good reason. You're never finished in a battle if she's still alive. Most frustrating and overlooked thing about Ali is her ability to get opponent troops to focus on anything except her. That is very true. And he mentions, I use her in defense and HT or hero trials. And the other another hero he's got in the S+ tier is Celine. Once again, you're never beaten if she's still alive, as she'll recover health for her and her army, a frustrating enemy at times. He mentions, I only use her in hero trials for her rejuvenation skills. And another hero he's got in the S+ tier is Jin, and he mentions, show me the money. You use him to do your daily battles, go get more coins so you buy troops. A difficult hero to work out sometimes, depending on his backup. Good for taking on Ali and Celine in the arena. And now going on to the S tier, he has Harrison. Amazingly underrated, exceptional success rate against Celine, Xion, Celine. Also good for those what do I use here battles, like Apollo, Poseidon, and Kraken. He is currently my most used attack hero. Also great to use at the last hour of the day on defense when attacks are most prevalent, as it's a long battle and not everyone has worked him out. And he also has Dracula in the S tier as well. So he mentions Dracula, you need him to succeed in Infinity War. Also one of the top heroes for hero trials as well, but useless in arena. And in the B tier, he's got Davison. He mentions he only puts him there because I haven't worked out how to use him yet. A good Davison form is hard to beat in the arena. Great for taking out Jin with ballistas. Great in hero trials and needs the right troops to use him effectively. And he also has Arthur in the B tier as well. Surprised? He's actually not that bad. Can be a menace in the arena and isn't too bad in HT or hero trial. And he's also Harrison's Achilles heel. And then in the C tier, he's got Xion or Xion, however you want to pronounce it. Once great hero is useless in arena, Harrison or Ali smashes her. Questionable in hero trials or HT, always the first to die. And then in the D tier, he's got Kraken. Looks good, shit. Can be useful in HT, but there's a lot better. And in the F tier, he's got Ivan. The only thing he's good for is unlocking level 17 requirements. In HT or CC or Champions Cup, can work well in conjunction with Arthur. But it's usually a strong individual result on a losing team. And also in the F tier, he has Celine. He doesn't like Celine very much. So once great, now a shadow of her former self. Must have made the devs a fortune in the last few years. Well, that's BoneStorm's list there. And next up, we have A41 Velen. Now, I'm going to read his list verbatim as well. Now, in the S+ tier, first of all, he's got Ali. He mentions one of the best defensive heroes because there is always a chance of defensive wins. And also, she can be used in HT as well, hero trials. And the second one he's got at S+ is Jin. So Jin for offense, honor hunting, manticore, grinding the levels or farming, and HT as well for hero trials. And the other hero he's got in the S+ tier is Harrison. So he mentions it's best used for defensive. He mentions it's the best defensive hero during the last hour before reset. Also useful in offense and useful in hero trials. Then we're moving to the S tier. And here he's got Davison. So he mentions he is good in offense and defense and very good in hero trials. Next in the S tier, Velen's got Siondiok. Now, he mentions she's good in offense to defeat Davison and Ali, which are currently heavily used in defense, and also good to be used in hero trials. And also in the S tier, he has Dracula. Now, Dracula is a must-have for Infinity War and also hero trials. And then now we move to the A tier. He's got Keone. He mentions she can be used in offense against specific heroes and also for hero trials. Next, he's got Celine, and she can be used in defense and offense, but she's on her way down the tier list. Yep, I agree. And Freya, he's also got in A tier, and he mentions it's still unsure, but I expect she will at least become an A tier hero, probably higher. Now in the B tier, he's got Sharon for hero trial, and also he's got Zeus, Arthur, Drake, Kraken, and Poseidon. And he mentions, I don't have these heroes, but I put them in the B tier based on what I see. And then in the C tier, he's got Mosh, Kelvins, and Green. He's added some epic and also rare heroes in here as well. And he mentions they can be used in hero trials. And he's also got Odin, Ivan, and Hohenheim in there as well. And then in D tier, he's got pretty much the rest. He's got the Apollo, Mephisto, Horus, Wukong, Nezza, and Athena, and also the Grim Reaper. Yeah, so that's his list. He got it down to from S plus to D. And yeah, so thanks for that, Velen. And yeah, so Velen normally ranks between 500 to 1,000. So, and yeah, so he knows what it's like to battle against the top 500 players. So he's got a bit of experience there. So thanks for that, Velen. Awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. And so put a comment in the comments section. Let me know what you guys would change or how you would rank it. Because I know it's not the be-all end-all when it comes to my opinion. Because there's so many other factors that come into play. Like which heroes you're more used to, what formation you have. Yeah, so leave a comment in the comments section and let me know what you think. And what you would change. And what heroes work well for you and which heroes don't. And yeah, so put that in the comments section and yeah, we'll start a discussion there. And also, if anyone's looking for a clan to join, feel free to come join us. So we are at A41, All for One. We're also merged with LOD, Legion of Doom. And our second clan is A51, or third clan overall, Area 51. So we can suit anyone that's at any level. So we're more than happy to have you, share knowledge with each other, share a few jokes, and help each other level up. And get better heroes and rank high in the arena. So I look forward to chatting to you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll catch you on the next one.